It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, SNL funny man Kevin Nealon. What's next now that Weeds is over? Plus, she makes Hollywood starlet shine. Fashion guru Rachel Roy with the season's must-haves. And film critic Ben Lyons breaks down the best holiday blockbusters. Now, here's Wendy.
Special shout out to everybody in the office, sneaking a watch before the real work gets done today. The studio audience, thank you for being here. And everybody together. Great. We've got a really entertaining show for you today. I've got lots to talk with you about. Sarah Jessica Parker was detained by the cops. Nick Cannon is talking about his sex life with his wife, Mariah. And Barbara Walters revealed the #1 person on her most fascinating people of the year list. So let's talk about that and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Chilling with us today. You know, I watched everything wrong on TV last night. Like all my usual stuff I didn't watch. Did you see X Factor? I didn't see X Factor last night. But I got a chance to watch it this morning. You know, but Britney Spears looks better and better. I think she looks terrific. It was a mixed review in the Hot Topics meeting. You don't have to clap if Suzanne is encouraging you, but I think that Britney looks really great. She had the spray tan and the whole thing. Anyway, it's down to the final 4 contestants, and Demi Lovato and Simon Cowell. I love their rivalry. It's like very playful. They're very cheeky with one another, and they were criticizing this 13-year-old girl who's very talented, Carly Rose. Take jokes that say, in 5 years, he'll want her. He's just waiting for her to ripen up. And if you think about it, Simon does have a type, and it's usually not blonde and you know, fair skin. It's usually a dark-haired, you know, olive-y type girl. So, Demi, just putting that in your ear. Also, you know, Britney Spears, congratulations to her. She topped the, please don't be scared. Look at Britney. She topped the Forbes list for top earning woman in music this year. $58 million in 1 year. Yes. No need to be frightened, Britney. No need to be frightened. See, body language people would say something about those 3 fingers right there. Like, that reveals this kind of personality or that. And, all right, so I didn't see X Factor. Excuse me, The Voice. What did we just talk about? X Factor. You know you do it too. All these singing shows, sorry. I missed Barbara Walters revealing her list of 10 most fascinating people of 2012. Well, #1 was General David Petraeus. Other people on the list include, I know, but fascinating nevertheless, the boy band One Direction. Ben Affleck was on the list. He's nice to look at. Honey Boo Boo, we already talked about that. And my king of New Jersey, Governor Christie. And I call him my king because I love the way he's handled Hurricane Sandy, you know. Anyway, but Barbara had some pretty bold comments regarding his weight. And as the Jersey guy he is, he gave it right back to her. Take a look, take a look.
You are a little overweight.
More than a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
If I could figure that out, I'd fix it.
Do you try to diet?
Oh, Barbara, I've had more diets and lost and gained back more weight in my lifetime than I care to count.
There are people who say that you couldn't be president because you're so heavy. What do you say to them?
No, that's ridiculous. I mean, that's ridiculous. I think people watched me for the last number of weeks in Hurricane Sandy doing 18-hour days, so I don't really think that would be a problem.
wow. Governor, pardon my joke, but you look like Homer Simpson in a suit. I love my king, the way he's handled Hurricane Sandy. I know he's not too fat to be president. That's like saying Barack Obama's too black to be president. So I missed that special too. You know what happened? I was waiting for the concert to come on VH1, and then the remote fell on the floor. And you know how you get lazy on account of you don't feel like get it, so you just watch whatever's on. It was a marathon of that Married to the Game with the rapper The Game on. So that's what I watched while reading magazines for the night. So I missed everything. Did you hear about this Justin Bieber story though? Weren't you freaking out? Oh my gosh, so scary. Okay, KRQE, they're in New Mexico. They are reporting that a convicted murderer in New Mexico plotted with two others who were in for murder, or no, two other inmates to murder and castrate Justin Bieber. Here is, up here is the convict for life. So he's in jail forever. He commissioned this guy, and apparently, they're telling me $2,500 per testicle. So for $5,000, there's nothing funny about that. And you have sons, Suzanne. Look, still laughing. Look, the plan was that this one had an accomplice, but also commissioned his nephew to help out. All right, all being engineered by this guy who's in jail for murder for life. The plan was supposed to happen when Justin came here to New York last month to perform at Madison Square Garden. The alleged plot was to kidnap Justin and his bodyguard, to strangle him with a paisley tie. Apparently, that's the signature of, I guess, him. You know, the paisley tie. And then castrate both of them. Allegedly, the gentleman in the middle, he looks like he could pull it off, though. I mean, you know. This is a motley crew up there. But this guy here in the middle, the inmate is allegedly, all right, this guy right here, the inmate, is allegedly obsessed with Justin Bieber to the point that he has a tattoo of Bieber on his leg. He doesn't look like your average believer, does he? And for some reason, the initial person who was commissioned to do it, put the 3 pictures back up there so I can show the guy in the middle. He decided that he didn't want to do this murder for hire. So he turned himself in, and his nephew, and the other gentleman who was accomplice. So the murder obviously did not happen, thank God. When one of the men was caught, he had a bag, and in the bag there was a stash of tools, including pruning shears. Not cuticle cutters. But pruning shears. Is that horrible or what? See, that's the thing about, you know, I guess being Justin Bieber and, you know, some of these people who are really, really big. I know you, as the fans, want to hug them and love them and take pictures and locks of their hair and everything, and you sometimes wonder why they're surrounded by so many people, because it just takes one person to change your life forever. Now, while Justin is alive and well, thank God, if I were him, my life would never be the same. My life would never be the same, ever. Oh my gosh. Let's move on. That story is so exhausting. Poor thing. Can you imagine? And then I was shocked when I heard about this Sarah Jessica Parker story, because when you hear about Sarah Jessica Parker and the police, the two don't even fit together. I mean, the worst thing that you ever hear about her is her questionable fashion choice from time to time. Like, this might be one of those choices. Anyway, okay, so SJP and her entourage were detained by police at the airport in Norway yesterday. Now, she was in Norway because she was hosting the Nobel Peace Prize big event over there. And that's SJP at the airport. She wears airport clothes like the rest of us, right? Don't you expect her to go to the airport? No, she's regular. Anyway, so she and her crew were about to board the flight to come back to New York when they were stopped by the cops. A member of her entourage allegedly stole a pair of expensive sunglasses from an airport shop. So the cops blocked the whole group, including SJP, from boarding the plane to do the criminal investigation. In the meantime, the rest of us sitting on the plane waiting to go back to New York had to be delayed for 1 hour while they tried to catch a thief. Well, they eventually were allowed to board the plane, and they were fined $1,400. Attention, staff. And you know where I'm going with this, audience, because, you know, you are my people. If any one of you ever tries to steal on my time or smuggle some drugs, I'm leaving you right there. I am getting on the plane. I'm coming right back here. Honestly. And I would hold a press conference right there at the airport so that you hear it from my mouth that Suzanne stole the glasses. And, you know, and we entered her into a rehab. They go to rehab for everything. And she's no longer working here. I worked too hard to get, SJP, really? You sat by and let this happen? That might have been an employee with a lot of secrets on her, though. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, would you leave your employee if they were stealing on your time? Of course, you're my people, that's why. Thank you. So earlier this week, remember we were talking about this big cat fight on The Real, it wasn't a cat fight because it involved a guy too. On The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Remember, Brandi Glanville revealed a secret about Adrian and Paul, who are married but going through a divorce. And there's Brandi up there at the top. We didn't catch the secret because there was so much B-word calling and cursing, and then the secret came out, but Bravo blocked it. And well, you know, my Hot Topics team, we're good. So they began digging for the secret, and we found out the secret. A show insider told wetpaint.com that Adrian used a surrogate to have all 3 of her children. Big deal. Like, my thing is, you know, a mother by any means. You know, whether you adopt, whether you inherit, you know, whether you have a surrogate or whatever. But anyway, so they have twins, and the twins are 7. Or 4 years old, and then they have another child who's 7. And Adrian is 51 years old, and I don't see this as being something shocking and horrible. Adrian, why didn't you just tell us that to begin with? I mean, why is that such a big deal? And Brandi, that was a very distasteful thing for you to say. However, Brandi's only job at this point is to take care of her 2 children and work her job. And the only way she's going to, any of these girls stay on these shows is if they really incite a riot. If you're a woman who needs the money and you're on these shows, like Maloofs are rich, they don't need the money. Brandi needs the money. You know, she didn't marry rich, she married hot, Eddie Sabria. But now that's Leanne's man, and she's living in a condo with her 2 kids, and she seems to be a good mother. Also, I know in the mother circle, there is, and I hate the competitiveness that we do as moms, but there is competitiveness with mothers that sickens me. Like, if you had a C-section, you're not as good as a woman who gave vaginal birth. Right? If you have 3 kids and snapped back, you're better than a woman who had 1 kid and snapped back. If you didn't breastfeed, then all of a sudden you're not the woman that I am, of which I only breastfed for 2 weeks, so I'm part of that. But I mean, it's like, it's so ridiculous. That's nothing that you had to hide. And it's, you know, the babies, when you have a surrogate, there's still the mother's egg and the father's sperm, and you're just housing them in a different woman. Anyway, it's not a big deal, Adrian. And besides, if by chance you're gonna be on any of these reality shows, you've got to learn how to read, AKA tell somebody off. And lead with your pinky and make sure the cameras are rolling. And this is what you should have said, Adrian, in response. You in your little condo with your kids and your man who left you for Leanne. I'm a Maloof. You know, I'm a Maloof. And I own all this. And my kids are my kids. So, there. Anyway, a shout out to all the housewives out there. That wasn't a big deal, Adrian. Don't be embarrassed. Okay, so Nick Cannon. I was telling you yesterday, he and Mariah Carey are about to celebrate their 5th wedding anniversary, and they wanna get remarried again, like with the ceremony. It's so corny. I hate when people do that. Anyway, Nick is known for sharing a lot when it comes to his marriage with Mariah, which, you know, as a fan, I appreciate hearing a lot. So anyway, recently we were telling you that Mariah was rumored to be angry with Nick because he said in an interview that she is not a hands-on mother. You know, guess you weren't watching the show that day. Miss a day, miss a lot here at Wendy. So now, yesterday morning or the other morning on the Howard Stern radio show, Nick continued to spill even more tea, this time about their sex life. He said that when he and Mariah, I lead with a face like this, because when you go like this, that means something good's about to happen. He said, look, he said that he and Mariah listen to her music when they make love. Is that the corniest mess you've ever heard of? I mean, sometimes me and my husband are busy and this show comes on, our show comes on, the second I hear feel it, I can't. I'm so distracted, I turn it off, I can't. And he also revealed that they didn't have sex with each other until they got married. Now, they dated for 6 weeks and then they got married right afterwards. I don't know that I believe that one. But that thing about the music, a mess. Nick, you keep talking. Mariah, let him talk. It makes for good TV. We got a great show. The very funny Kevin Nealon is here. Kevin's gonna do our holiday gift grab today. Plus, fashion designer Rachel Boy is gonna show some really fabulous fashions for the holiday season. But up next, our friend Ben Lyons is back, and he's gonna put us on to the must-see movies of the holiday season. So keep it here. We are live out of New York right now at 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. If you were watching at the top of the show, we were a little out of focus because something happened with one of our wackadoodle cameras. But here on our show, wackadoodle's good, so it all works. Anyway, okay, so the holiday season is in full swing, and that means the big blockbuster movies, the Oscar-worthy performances. Everybody's buzzing over in Tinseltown, and here to share the hottest movies of the holiday season is our favorite film critic from Extra and GlobalGrind.com. Please welcome back Ben Lyons.
Thank you, Wendy.
Love it.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
So
Merry Christmas, by the way.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
And happy Merry and Kwanzaa and
Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, get
all
it all
that.
covered. Yeah.
Now, I love when you come because you always, give us the deal on what's good and not. All right, so he's going to break down the holiday movies. What's living up to the hype?
Well, one of my favorite filmmakers of all time is back. Quentin Tarantino has Django Unchained.
Yes.
Quentin was nominated for Best Director this morning for the Golden Globes, as was the film. This is the story of Christoph Waltz, who plays a bounty hunter. You remember Christoph Waltz, who won the Oscar last time he worked with Quentin in *Inglourious Basterds*. This time he's a bounty hunter who frees Jamie Foxx, who plays a slave, and they go on a quest to rescue Jamie's wife, played by Kerry Washington, from the hands of Leonardo DiCaprio, who's an evil sharecropper in the South. First time we've seen Leo play a villain. First time we're going to see Leo.
Is it?
Yeah, first time we're going to see Leo get a supporting actor nomination since he got one back in the day for What's Eating Gilbert Grape. It's just great writing. It's epic. It's killer music. Sam Jackson is terrific in it. Don Johnson pops up in the movie. Jonah Hill. It's a great cast, and it's violent, and it's brutal, but it's smart, and it's really good and one of Quentin's best.
Sounds good. Django Unchained. It hits theaters on Christmas Day. Okay, what's next? What's next?
Now, this one's more appropriate for the entire family. Les Miserables is finally on the big screen. There are a lot of Les Mis fans here, I'm sure. Hugh Jackman stars as Jean Valjean. This is directed by Tom Hooper, who won the Academy Award for directing The King's Speech. And what's interesting about this, Wendy, is the actors who are in the film, Anne Hathaway, who's a lock to win supporting actress this year, Russell Crowe, Sacha Baron Cohen, they sang the numbers live while they were making the movie. It wasn't edited ahead of time. They do it in one long take. There's one scene when Anne Hathaway's doing I Dream a Dream, and the camera's just on her for about 3 minutes. Doesn't cut. They performed it live on the set, which really makes a difference, and it pops off the screen. And someone to watch in this is a young actor named Eddie Redmayne. He shows up in the third act. He was in My Week with Marilyn last year. He's great as Marius. He's a prior Tony Award winner. He's going to be a big star after you see Les Mis.
All right, so Les Mis also hits theaters December 25th. What's our next movie?
All right, we're talking about Zero Dark 30. This is from Catherine Bigelow, who won the Oscar for directing The Hurt Locker. It's the true story of how we captured Osama bin Laden. And Jessica Chastain, who's on Broadway right now, in The Heiress, who was nominated for The Help last year. She stars as a CIA agent who dedicates her life to finding this bastard. And the last 30 minutes when they raid the compound is one of the best military sequences I've seen on film. It's real. It's a tough movie. It's long, but it's got you hooked from the opening sequence. It's really good.
Okay, so remember, that one's called Zero Dark 30, and it opens in theaters in January. Thank you so much, Ben, for those movies. You know, I love to watch movies mostly in the comfort of my own home. So I'll be watching through Netflix. I'll be what they call Netflixing throughout the holidays. And then I'm going to give you a few of my Netflixing picks for the holidays.
Okay.
First of all, I love to watch stuff that my whole family can watch, and we love Family Guy. And yeah, the three of us, we love it.
So you must be really excited, Wendy, that Seth MacFarlane, the creator of the Family Guy, is hosting the Academy
Oscars.
Awards.
Yes, I am. I love him.
And they're saying that a Family Guy movie, it's not a matter of if, but when.
I can't wait.
So we got to get Wendy in the Family Guy movie.
Well, I would love to. I mean, the thing about Family Guy, and season 9, by the way, was my favorite season because they had some of the great, you know, celebrity performances. Like Drew Barrymore was in it, and Mick Jagger, and Anne Hathaway. And I love when they have celebrity, you know, pop-ins on Family Guy. For my next movie, my next Netflix queue is The Office.
I love The Office.
I love Steve
Office
Carell.
is so good. I love John Krasinski, who actually right now has a movie in theaters that he wrote with Matt Damon that they both star in called Promised Land.
Yeah?
So yeah, Krasinski's a real great talent, and he's awesome on The Office.
So in my next Netflix queue is season 2, very, very funny. And so I'll definitely be watching that. And then Rain Man, which came out in 1988. It's an iconic movie. It got all kinds of Oscars and stuff. Dustin Hoffman.
That's the story of my father.
Is
I feel like my dad just remembers everything. He is like the real Rain Man.
Yeah, well, you know what? My son has never seen that movie.
Oh, really?
So it'll be great. We can see it in the comfort of our own home. Netflix is truly the ultimate entertainment gift. And this is why our friends at Netflix, are you ready? You ready? Yes. Hold for it, are sending you home, all of you in our audience, with a free 2-year streaming subscription. I know, and that's not all, Netflix is also giving everyone in our studio audience a free Apple TV so that you can stream all of your favorite movies and TV shows in the comfort of your own home, too. Thank you so much, Netflix. We love you like cooked food. Ben Lyons, we love when you come here to talk movies. Happy holidays. Everybody, keep it here. Up next, the very funny Kevin Nealon is here. Welcome. Guest is the longest running cast member of the historic Saturday Night Live, and he recently ended 8 seasons of the hit show Weeds, and he's heading back to the stage with his new stand-up comedy show. Please welcome the very funny Kevin Nealon. Kevin! Thanks for coming back.
Oh, Val, you look great.
So do you. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you. Hi, Wendy Williams.
Hi. Hi, Kevin Nealon. I heard something about you, and I wanna share with the audience, but first, it requires some shoe cam. Keep your feet still, okay. and there it is. So is it true that one of your feet is a different size than the other? And your largest foot is a size?
16.
16.
Yeah. But, you know, that's not uncommon because I heard a lot of people have 2 different size
well, I do,
feet.
but not a full size. You know, one is a size maybe 11 3/4, and the other's a size 12. I mean, it's only, you know, how do you negotiate buying shoes?
A couple.
Do you do the 52 fake out and switch the shoes in the box? So,
I tried that before. A couple years ago, I had this foot like the Chinese do. I had it binded, so it wouldn't grow anymore. You know, but it was a big mistake.
Are you
but
serious?
No.
Oh.
Wendy, I am never serious. Let's establish that. No, this one is a 15, the other one's a 16. So what I do is I get one that fits this, I throw away the other shoe, and I wear the box on this foot. It works out perfectly. Because you have to decide, otherwise you have to decide, am I going to get 2 smaller size and cram this one in,
Right.
or I'm gonna get 2 big ones and have this one floating around.
Right.
And stuff it with Kleenex and stuff, toilet paper. But you have it worse than any woman does.
Well, I was
because
gonna
look at
say,
the shoes
thank
you have
God
to
you're
wear.
a man, not a woman, because that's a real mess.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I'd be switching shoes and boxes. I really would be.
Yeah.
When nobody's looking.
Yeah.
Did you see Barbara Walters last night, the 10 most fascinating people?
You know what? Here's what I missed last night. Barbara Walters, 12-12-12 thing.
Were you watching the game on VH1 too?
No, I just flew in last night, so I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I saw the bed last night. You want to talk about the bed?
Yeah.
The pillow was white, and the sheets, and it was everything.
But you are familiar with Chris Christie.
I am, yeah.
He was #1 on the list. Do you think that his weight is in the way of running for the White House, if he wanted to?
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
At Disneyland, they have a height requirement. Like, you have to be a certain height.
Yes.
Outside of the White House, right by the door, they have a width requirement. You cannot be, beyond a certain width.
You can't be Santa Claus status.
Yeah, I didn't establish the rules.
Yeah.
So no, me. But no, I didn't. What is fascinating anyway? Where do they find these people?
Honey Boo Boo?
What
Is she fascinating to you?
What does fascinating mean?
Doesn't mean that you love them or you hate them. It means you look at them.
Curious.
You look at them through squinty eyes, like, I do want to know a little more. I'm curious.
Yeah, it's fascinating how they could survive in this world, I guess.
Were you a department store Santa, by the way?
Yes, I was.
I heard that. So that is one of the most lovable, yet I'm sure horrid jobs ever.
It's horrible. I was 23. I just moved to California from Connecticut, and so it's my first hot winter away from home. And I'm walking through a department store. This is in San Diego. And I had the Santa Claus out. I didn't even look like, I was thin, the beard was cheap. They just want to get people to come in and take pictures,
Yes.
And it was at Sears department store. And close to Tijuana. So we had a lot of kids coming from Mexico that didn't speak English.
Okay.
And they were dirty and, little kids, they were poor, and they were sitting on my lap. And one little girl, I remember, she was so scared that she actually peed on my lap.
Yay!
What do you yay?
That's funny.
But you know what? This company is so experienced with this kind of stuff. They Scotch guard all the pants.
So it just
it
rolled
just bubbles
off?
up and it rolls down onto the floor.
Wow.
Onto my 16 size shoe.
Yeah. So it's the holiday season. You've got a 6-year-old son, yes, with your beautiful young wife? Yes. I emphasize the young because, I'm going to ask you, do you want more children? Your wife is in her 30s, yes?
No, she's 41 now.
Okay, well, she can still have one more. Do you want more?
There was a time when I did, but now I'm thinking.
It's a lot.
I don't want to be coaching T-ball from a walker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's 6. What grade is that? Is that 2nd grade?
It's a kindergarten, actually.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, so we got him into this. See, there was a big debate about do we send him to a public school or to one of these private schools?
Yeah.
And I was more for the public school at the time because there's not a lot of diversity in the private schools. And I finally convinced my wife, I said, okay, if he goes to a private school, he's going to have to join a gang on the side. And it better be an Asian gang so he gets an education. Yeah.
Do you miss being on Weeds? Because that was such a great run.
That was a good run. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't miss it because it just ended.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time. I'm very lucky. I was on Saturday Night Live for 9 seasons,
Yes.
and I was on Weeds for 8 seasons. So I don't know what's going to be next, but it'll probably be 6 seasons.
I mean, whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be funny. Do you? How do you handle? I know you're going to be at Caroline's
You
this
would be
weekend.
good to be on a date because you're never like those awkward moments of just sitting there and nothing to say.
Yeah.
You always have like something you're interested in.
That's my problem. I always have something to say. I love Caroline's Comedy Club. I love the comedic world, and I always ask comedians because I like to know this. Like, how do you deal with hecklers, for real, while you're doing your stand-up?
I don't get a lot of hecklers, first of all. And I don't think there's not like hecklers that just go out and heckle you to try to throw you off or get attention. They're drunk people is what they are.
Yeah.
And they're just obnoxious and they're rude usually. And they usually throw them out before you have a chance to say anything. But I did have one experience with a heckler a long time ago. I was playing in Dallas, Texas. And my friend said, hey, I can't come, I'm out of town, but my roommate would love to come and see your show. Could you pick her up? She doesn't have a ride there.
Okay.
I said, okay, I guess I could do that. And I never met her before. And I picked her up. She was a flight attendant. And I bring her to the show. She's very nice. And we get to the show. I sit her at a nice table right by the stage, and she starts drinking. And she's getting drunk. The opening act's on. She's getting drunk. By the time I'm on, she is hammered. She's heckling me. I can't even understand what she's saying. And I finish the show, and I go back up to the lobby, and I'm so angry at this girl. And I go to the lobby, and then the manager comes. She goes, "You got to get your friend out of here. Your date. You got to get your date out." She thought I was dating her. The girl.
You brought your own heckler to the
She
club?
passed out on the table. She passed out, and I had to physically carry her. I had to put her pour her into the car, drive her back to her place, get her key, open up the door. I put her on the couch, and I'm such a nice guy. I stayed by the couch until the roommate came home, so she wouldn't drown in her vomit.
Right.
And so that was like my worst heckling incident ever.
Well, we love your stand-up, and I love your conversation. Keep it here, though. You guys keep it here because Kevin is going to do our holiday gift grab next. It's time for our holiday gift grab. Kevin?
I can't believe it's snowing in the studio.
And only over there.
Wow. I can't believe you keep them outside like that. It's freezing.
So go over to the Wendy tree, and Kevin's gonna grab a gift. And whatever he grabs, the whole studio audience goes home with it. So, go ahead, Sam.
One, just one?
Yeah, well, maybe a couple of things. Maybe a couple of things. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love these.
I hope it's something good.
Okay. This is a pair. Look, no. Listen. This is a pair of fuzzy friend slippers from Aroma Home. This style is the frog pair. They are adorable. They're super comfortable.
What size?
And they're well, my size. And sorry. You can have one of each. Look, they even have these fuzzy nodules that massage your feet as you walk around.
Those.
Oh my gosh.
Can I try those on?
Relax around the house in them, or if you're like Oprah, you can wear them out on Fifth Avenue and go shopping. Yeah, you got a slipper and you got a slipper. You all get slippers.
Let me try this out real fast. Let me try this.
Okay.
I'll take the box.
And while you do that, oh my gosh, you've got bunions.
Oh my God, I do.
Yes, me too.
Good.
I got them removed years ago. But they... Those are really cute, you guys. This right here, oh my gosh, you guys are going to love this. This is the Ninja cooking system. The Ninja saves you time by serving up easy, healthy meals. It's convenient, it's on the counter, it cooks, it combines stovetop and steaming and slow cooking functions. Your complete meal will be done in 30 minutes. So stay home and be happy for the holidays with your Ninja and your Nubby slippers. Our home viewing audience can log on to my Facebook page to win. Kevin Nealon, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, my pleasure.
It's a pleasure as always. And if you're in the New York City area this weekend, you make sure you drop by Caroline's Comedy Club right there in Times Square and check out Kevin. He's telling jokes. Wah, wah. Up next, everybody, we've got fashion designer Rachel Roy to share some fabulous holiday looks. Keep it here. Are rolling in, and we all want to look fabulous this holiday season. Here with a few tips on going from day to night is fashion guru and fashion designer Rachel Roy.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Rachel, what are the holiday must-haves for us?
You know, there are a few holiday tips that will make dressing from office to a holiday party so much easier, and I brought them here today to show you. It's really about using accessories and using color to your easiest, most effortless self.
To go from day to night as well. All right, and now, A lot of designers, and I know we love this, are going more affordable, or at least one line of theirs more affordable, including you.
Yes, I've had it now for 3 years, and for me, that is the girl that I used to be. I have grown up in fashion. I've never worked in another job since I was 14, but I couldn't afford what I saw in the magazines. I still have all of the Vogues that I've collected over the years, and I actually use them for inspiration, but it's so frustrating to not be able to buy what you see in the magazines. And so the moment that I could start a secondary line, it was quite important to me because I was that girl, I am that girl. My family members, you know, are those girls.
Yeah. So, all right, well, let's get started.
Okay.
We got our fashion show going on today, and as usual, our models are from the Wendy Studio audience. Our first model is Loretta. You know, she's originally from Guyana, and she loves playing dress up with her 4-year-old daughter.
Loretta looks so beautiful, but what I love about Loretta is that she loves color, and I think that she stands out because she's wearing pants. And women, we don't remember to wear pants enough to parties. We always think we have to do a sparkly dress.
Yeah, I'm
you know,
not a
something.
slacks girl myself.
Oh, I'm gonna get you in a pair. You're my height, so I know exactly what will look really, really stunning on you.
Okay.
But look, her shoe is her accessory, right? So
Yeah, the shoes are really cute and very unexpected.
let the shoe be your accessory. They're, you know, hot, strong, sexy, all at the same time. And then her hand chain, I just die for. I love. It's a collaboration I did with Deepak Chopra. And it's, you know, strong and sexy, just like Loretta.
Yes, very nice, Loretta. Thank you. I like the leather detail on her top
The
as well.
peplums are so flattering.
Yeah. Oh, nice zipper in the back of that,
Isn't
too.
that
You
a
didn't
little-
see that.
yeah, a little sexy back there.
Our next model is Jackie, and Jackie is a hairstylist and a part-time event planner.
Oh, and that's why her hair looks so pretty. So Jackie is doing something that I love. She's taking a strapless dress, which you can wear year-round.
Oh,
Put a
I see.
thin little, how great is that? A thin little turtleneck underneath, and it prolongs the life of all your strapless dresses. The peplum is defining the waist, and you know, listen, this is how you go to the office. You have your blazer over, you take the blazer off, and you have this hot, strong outfit, very Angelina Jolie.
Or you can even remove the turtleneck, and then you're ready for night.
Then there you go,
That
that way
looks good.
too.
That looks good. Thanks. And by the way, Jackie, your hair does look beautiful.
Hair looks gorgeous.
Okay. Our next model is Danielle, and Danielle is a wedding planner who loves to travel.
So Danielle needed an outfit to go on a first date after work. So we put her in a pencil skirt, which is so slenderizing, ladies. I mean, Danielle's so tiny, but I wear pencil skirts all the time.
Me too.
They're great for curvy girls.
Yep.
The lace kind of just, you know, steps it up a bit for your holiday party. And then we threw a sweatshirt on her because I think it's really important.
It's a special sweatshirt,
It's
right?
a little special,
Glittery.
yes. Don't get me wrong, it's still special, but I love effortlessness.
Now, she would then, at the end of the day, before her date, put the necklace on
Exactly.
and change her shoes to
Yes, so if you can, you bring a tote to work, you change your shoes, put some, you know, put a little lipstick on,
Yes.
and put your accessories on, and there you go.
That's terrific. I love that. Thank you, Danielle. Our last model is Nala. Did I say it right, Nala? Najla. Najla is a Zumba fitness instructor. She enjoys cooking vegan meals for her family and friends. This is cute.
So
I love
this
the jumpsuit.
is so elongating. I mean, she just looks 6 feet tall in this, and jumpsuits will do that for you as well. Pick a bright color that you love, and then we threw a body chain on the outside. Again, a statement piece. It
Do you see the body chain, girls?
Can you
This
guys
is
see
really
that?
cute.
And so you can wear that on the inside, you can wear it on the outside, but we love these statement pieces that make you look like an individual.
It's really
And
cute.
let's see your shoes. Your shoes are adorable too.
Oh, the shoes are cute.
The shoes are $130.
Perfect. And so all of this stuff is Rachel Roy, everybody. This is your affordable,
Yes.
everyday girl line. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
And models, you guys all look terrific. You did a wonderful job. For more information about these looks, log on to wendyshow.com. We'll be right back. Keep it here. How you doing? It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Michelle. How you doing?
Hi, Michelle. I love your look, head to toe.
Oh, thank you.
Done.
Thanks.
So what's your problem?
Wendy, I have a 21-year-old daughter that lives at home with me, and she thinks it's her house. She's ruined a relationship that I was in by being rude, disrespectful, and nasty to my last boyfriend. Now I have a new guy. He's been around for a few months. He stays over. She doesn't want him in the house. She tells him to leave. She tells me I can't have people staying in her house. I don't know how to get rid of her. I don't know what to do. I don't want her to ruin this relationship. What can I do?
Your daughter's not such a nice girl.
No, sometimes.
But
not.
she's not the boss of us.
No.
So now here's what we're gonna do. Mind you, I'm very stumped by this, but I'm gonna give you the best answer that I can with the time that we have. You and your boyfriend need to plan your intimacy out either at his apartment, house, or hotel or something like that. And I know it's a recession and it's disgusting that you even have to spend this money, but until we can control our daughter, and we're gonna do it.
Thank you.
Before winter is done and the first of the spring, she's gonna be subdued. And after we subdue her, we've got to quickly move her out of the house. And you know, you're too hot to be putting up with all that. Good luck. Oh, we have no time left. We'll be right back. I want to thank today's guests. I had such a good time with Kevin Nealon. Rachel Roy, thank you so much. And Ben Lyons, thanks for the movie tea. My co-host, my studio audience, cannot do the show without you. The tickets are free if you ever want to come here. Tomorrow on the show, Royal Pain star and our friend Mark Feuerstein drops by. And from The Voice, Christina Milian shows her cuteness on the couch. I love you for watching today. And I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.